girls, welcome back to my channel. So I was about to twist my hair and I just thought I would pop the camera and show you girls. For this hairstyle, all you're gonna need is like 2 scrunchies and 1 rat tail comb or a comb that can part your hair. So I'm going for a deep side part. So what you're gonna do first is part this side of your hair, like, you know, put your side part where you want it. I like mine approximately here, and then you're gonna repart your hair going to your ear, right? So I'm just gonna part it like this, and then I will repart it off camera and show you, because I don't have a mirror like right in front of me, but I'm just trying to show you the motions, right? So you want to go like this, right? You want to part one time here, and then you want to part here, and the part is gonna end like by your ear approximately. So this is what you want to part. So I'm going to part it more neatly, and then I'll be back on camera. So this is the part, girlies. As you can see, I have divided my hair from this to, you know, I parted in the back, and then like I told you girls, it's coming back to my ear. So all I'm going to do now is separate the 2 parts, separate the one from the other. I'm just going to be using a scrunchie. So now that's all done, we're just going to work on the front section. So all we're going to do is divide it, separate it into 3 horizontal parts. Again, I'm going to do like last time. I'm going to kind of part it like this off camera, and then I will use my mirror in order to part it properly. Also, don't mind the fact that there's a little bit of white flakes in my hair. I use a coconut based product, which I should have known better, because you know coconut just doesn't work for my hair. So that is why I have some little white flakes in my hair, but it's okay, it's all right, it doesn't bother me. But yeah, so basically this will be the first part. Let me come closer so that you girls can see. This is the first part, and then you're gonna part a second time in order to divide this from this. So these are going to be 3 flat twists going this way. Again, let me just part it properly off camera, and then I'll be back. So if you don't know how to flat twist, there is a video of mine that teaches how to do so. Here I'm just separating the hair that I parted from the hair that I haven't parted yet. This is the first horizontal part, and then we're just going to begin. So I'm going to try and use the rear mirror of the camera as a mirror. Hopefully it works. But yeah, basically you just flat twist. So yeah, this is 1 flat twist. So I'm just going to do 2 more, and then I'll be back to explain the rest of the hairstyle. So now that my 3 flat twists are made, I know we can't see the 3rd and last one, but it is here, I can feel it. All we're gonna do is divide this side of our hair in 2. Now you could divide it in more than 2 if you feel like, you know, you cannot twist very big hair. And I probably should myself, because I have very thick hair, but I have somewhere to be. I have to go to the dentist, so I'm going to divide it in 2 going backwards. So I want you to see the back of my hair, right? So all of this hair is left. So what I'm going to do as I'm parting my hair, I'm gonna part, you know, in the middle. Again, this is kind of a fake part because I have to part actually using my mirror, which is right here, but I just want to show you guys so that you can have a rough idea, a rough estimate of what I'm talking about. So I'm gonna begin by parting this by 2, and then you want to go all around, right? So you want to go around and continue until the end. So I tried parting it evenly, which, you know, is kind of hard considering the fact that I cannot see the back of my hair. But we have 1 hair rule on this channel, okay, 1 and 1 only, which is that the back of our hair is none of our business, okay? That is the 1 hair rule that we go by on this hair channel, or on this channel that isn't actually a hair channel. Is that, yeah, the back of our hair isn't our business. So I'm just going to twist, and soon I'll turn around so that you girls can see what I'm doing. So hopefully the camera is clear enough and you girls can see. This is kind of difficult for me right now because I have a whole lot of hair, but it's whatever. As I'm twisting the back of my hair, I thought we girls could discuss a little bit about the importance of unpacking and unlearning lies, literal lies that we've been taught about our hair. You know, every time that you say 4C hair, I guess one of the first things that come to mind is how to deal with, unmanageable, not not formal, not classy, not good enough, dry. Okay, dry is one that comes back a lot, but I think it's important for us to go beyond that, to try to unlearn those literal lies that we've been told about our hair, that our hair is not elegant, that our hair is not classy. I do think that celebrities or famous black women have played a big role in this. We seldom, except for Viola Davis, we do not see them wear their natural 4C hair in an afro or puff, when they're invited to all these fancy red carpet events, or when they have a movie premiere, Festival de Cannes, etc., etc. At this point, I'm not even asking for them to wear an afro or an afro puff. I'm no longer that delusional. But I wish the Kiki Palmers and the Ryan Destinies and the Justin Skies and the Kelly Rowland of the world would at least consider, a hairstyle like this, one that is very chic and classy, still using their 4C hair, or even just like a bun. Like, why must it always be frontal, 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 unit, 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 unit? Even when they're getting like just a slick back bun, they put a frontal in front of their hair. Like, and I know these women are not bald headed, because I've seen pictures of them with their hair. So what is going on? Like, listen, I have nothing against changing it up. I'm not even going to call it protective style, because the truth is most of these hairstyles end protecting age. Okay, like a lot of us be bald headed or have no edges left because of them twists and them braids and stuff. So I prefer just calling it changing it up. And it is something that I like. The next hairstyle is probably going to be like a high ponytail using a drawstring ponytail. So I don't have or a high bun rather, using a drawstring ponytail. So I do not have anything against, changing it up, wearing a unit here and there. It's really right up my alley, but if you've been protective styling for 15 years and your hair is still ear length, come to the front. Baby honey, come to the front. Okay, let's talk about it, because why have you been protective styling, aka hiding your hair, for so long, and it's still ear length? So it's not working. So you're not actually protective styling your hair, you're just hiding it. And I wish many of the women who do this would just be honest about this, about the fact that they're actually just hiding their hair. Just be truthful. Like, why is you lying, sis? Right? You're not protective styling anything, because you don't have anything to actually protect. Okay, you just don't have any hair, or just hate your hair as well. You just don't feel pretty with your natural God-given 4C hair. You don't feel confident. You don't feel like you can attract a mate, men. And I feel like we need to be honest and have this very difficult conversations. Like, let's just have them, because it's like cancer or anything. You can't heal what you don't reveal, right? The first step to getting better is actually admitting that that there's something wrong with you. I used to also not really like my natural hair. I felt it was always really dry. So up to I was 26, 27, I would always wear like weaves. I was never a big unit girl, but I used to wear weaves back to 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 back, okay? And well, it took being 26 years old or 27 to finally have to sit down with myself and have this conversation that, there's actually something wrong with the fact that I never wear my own hair out, with the fact that at that point, I'm not sure I even knew the actual texture of my hair. I certainly didn't know how to take care of it. I didn't know how to moisturize it. I wondered why it was always dry, because I wasn't deep conditioning with it, because I was actually moisturizing my hair. But, I would always complain about how dry my hair is, which, duh, if you don't moisturize it, it's gonna be dry, girl.
Reading Manera here, just wanted to add that even when black women have the longer hair, the bra strapline hair, they still don't wear it out. They still prefer the unit over it. I remember years ago, I saw Jessie Woo's hair on Twitter, now X, and it was quite long. At the time it was bra strap. It's probably waistline by now, and she still doesn't wear it out. She's always wearing the units. Now I understand that, for entertainers, they have to change it up, because today they're at the Met Gala, tomorrow they are at a fashion show in Paris, after tomorrow they're at a concert. But I don't believe that JC has as many gigs as a Cardi B. At least I don't think so. I don't know. I don't follow her actuality closely. You know, I don't have anything against her. This is not against JC Wu, but I believe she's more of a YouTuber these days, which there's nothing wrong with. I would love to be one. But yeah, this doesn't even only apply to JC Wu. You know, there are a lot of everyday black women who work regular, schmegular, regular jobs who still don't wear their hair out, even when it's longer. They forever have a unit on, a straight 30-inch bust down all the time, all day, every day, from Monday to Sunday, you know, no matter what they're doing, whether they're taking their sons to soccer or cooking dinner. And I really feel this is concerning, and I feel it's a conversation that needs to be had.
Anyway, we are all done, and I'm not gonna lie, I actually messed up with the one twist, but it's beyond fixing now. I have to get to the dentist, but now I'm just gonna show you girls how to kind of tuck the end so that you can protect your hair and still look cute at the same time, because you know, this is not it, okay? It's not the look, the front. It's giving cute, it's giving demure, it's giving mindful, but them ends, no baby, my hair is just not long enough for me to be able to pull this hairstyle. So what you want to do is take the first end of the twist and then put it in the second twist. Let me turn like this so that hopefully you girls can see. I'm just going to literally insert it in the flat twist. I'm going to do the same with the second back twist. I'm going to insert the third one right here. So all I did is insert the end. Sorry if this makes sense. I just did insert them anyhow I could. I inserted the inside the flat twist. So this is also a great protective style. It's not only very elegant and cute and chic and classy, it's also a real protective style, you know, nothing like twists or braids. I think it's very, very nice. I quite like it. Obviously I could do my edges with a little bit of gel if you want to, but that is also one of the things that I am unlearning myself. So I personally am not going to do that. I am content with the hairstyle as is. You know, I may do my edges tomorrow, after tomorrow, as you know, the hairstyle age, but for now I can go to the dentist like this. I feel it's fresh enough. But yeah, girly, this hairstyle is obviously going to look, or the tucking process at least, is going to be a little bit easier if your hair is a little longer than mine. But this hairstyle is one that you can do no matter the size of your hair. Even if you have short hair, you can still rock this hairstyle. I'm sure you can find a way to, you know, conceal the ends in some way, shape or form. This is a great hairstyle, you know, for any occasion. If you're a wedding guest, or if you have a work function, a dinner date, whatever the occasion, no matter how formal it may be, this hairstyle is going to work. If you enjoyed this tutorial, if you found it helpful in any way, shape or form, please do not forget to give it a thumbs up. In the comment section down below, let me know. Let's discuss, you know, why isn't 4C hair viewed as classy, as elegant, as, you know, a hair type that can be worn even at more elegant and high-end parties like the Met Galas and stuff like that. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel as well, and I will talk to you girls on Saturday 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I did change my upload schedule, so I'm going to be uploading every Wednesday 7 p.m, every Saturday 4 p.m, and every Sunday 4 p.m. Bye girls, thanks for watching. Mwah.